we are at our beloved branded saloon, and I was given a branded saloon hat to wear today. I am such a lucky person. And it's Rew Who, October 21st, and this is Danny Fingers.
Hello.
So Danny, D-A-N-N-Y, which finger is what?
These are the two ends. That's the Y, that's the A, and that's the D.
Really?
Danny Fingers and thumbs, yeah. It's my man.
And where do you come from?
I was based in New York, and my band's based in New York, but I'm living in Oregon currently.
And isn't that funny? I thought you were from Philly.
I'm from Philly.
Philadelphia has nothing to do. I told Gerard from the Brandon, he's so early because he came from Philly. You came from Oregon?
Yes.
Like when? Today?
No, like 3 weeks ago. My whole band's here. I was here all in New York City working every single day, performing.
Where'd you play?
Last year. Sidewalk Cafe, Arlene's Grocery,
all the usual.
Banjo Gems,
Nice.
like everything down the East Village and all that kind of stuff. But doing a ton of just like hitting up even open mics on an almost nightly basis. And
good for you.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And what about now?
Now I have the band, which is very exciting. And we just performed last night at the Sidewalk Cafe.
Was it CMJ? Or un-CMJ?
It was un-CMJ, but there was some CMJ people
I'm
there.
sure there were.
So it's pretty exciting.
They flood the streets and all of the arteries when they're here. I mean, it's good. What does CMJ mean to you?
CMJ means
if you
to
could
me,
make up anything.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a big festival for a bunch of independent bands that gain exposure to publicists, A&R people.
And you think people win in it? You think good things come out of it?
I think they
can.
Good things can happen if you're in the right situation.
Yeah,
but
I've
for
had
the most
some good
part, it
experiences.
almost seems like any other night in New York of like people performing. It's not like a
yeah for us, but I know
it's New York. It has so much.
You don't
music
notice
already.
it so much, but when you are in it, you can feel it. You know, and I mean, I have had some lucky experiences with it, and then I've had some like kind of like obnoxious experiences from it too. But like all in all, it's pretty cool. But today is October 21st, and I'm going to tell you some things about this day that I don't know if you're aware of.
Okay.
Today is Reptile Awareness Day.
Right.
So I really suggest everybody go hug a snake today, or a crocodile, or any type of reptile you can get your hands on, and it's their day. And especially if you have a fear of reptiles, it's a really good day to visit an alligator farm and see, or go pet a snake.
Or you could go hug George Bush.
You could, and what does it say about George Bush on my list? Does it say something there, or is it just
I don't know.
Is he on the list?
He's a reptilian creature.
He could be, but today is the day. I don't know if you remember this book. You look kind of young, but it's the day that Madonna released her book Sex. Went on sale today. Do you remember that book?
Yeah, I do.
What do you remember? One shot. There's one shot that just stood.
the thumb when she was hitchhiking. And
she was
totally naked.
That was yours. All right, that's yours. Mine was she was pumping gas, and she had the hose in some provocative way. I just always remember that gas shot of her. Yeah, Madonna has my mother's birthday, so I always feel.
I'm never too opposed to anything Madonna does.
She's singing at the Super Bowl, She's the halftime act. That girl, she just doesn't stop. Give it up for her. It's the day that Elton John, October 19th, got his star on the Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, cool.
I know. This is October 21st, October 19th was Wednesday. I get my, we shoot every Wednesday and Friday. One Friday a month is Brooklyn, and
nice.
I'm confusing my dates. So today is the 21st. That's when Sex came out. That's when Elton John got his star. It's also the day that, I don't know, you remember, do you know who Imelda Marcos was?
No.
She's like a shoe hoarder. She went down, like Imelda Marcos, like if you have Imelda Marcos syndrome, it means you are addicted to buying shoes. Okay. But her husband Ferdinand and she were indicted on this day for racketeering charges. So I guess she had to sell some of her shoes on October 21st when that happened because that was not a happy day. They were like, do you remember them?
Vaguely.
You don't remember the Marcoses? They like were the heads of some country. I don't want to sound stupid now, but like Imelda Marcos, I just know when people have lots of shoes, I always say, oh, you're Imelda Marcos. But they got in a lot of trouble. They stole from their country. I don't want to say the country, but it's some country over there on the other side of the world. They were not doing right for their people. But they got busted. It's the day that the Guggenheim Museum opened in New York City. Have you ever been to the Guggenheim? October 21st.
It's
my favorite museum.
Well, you should check it out. It's not only gorgeous on the inside, but the outside is
beautifully crafted.
Aesthetically gorgeous.
It's such a cool museum.
It's cool.
October 21st is the anniversary of New York City's Guggenheim.
Do you know the streets of the Guggenheim?
It's on
the Upper West
Side,
Side.
across the street from Central Park, so I'm going to assume maybe the 60s.
I think it's further up.
Maybe 70s?
Yeah, it's a big white circular building.
I'll check it out tomorrow.
It's really cool. It's the day that the death penalty was abolished in Belgium. So if you do something really bad, you should go to Belgium to do it because they won't kill you.
Yes.
I know.
Strong opposition.
Exactly. It's the day that the movie Jailhouse Rock, how ironic is that, opened, starring the one and only Elvis Presley, who actually died on Madonna's birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, because I know it's my mother's birthday, so, yeah, that's...
Coming full circle.
Yeah, it always does. Jailhouse Rock, I guess, it didn't happen in Belgium, but it did happen on this day, October 21st. It's the day that thousands of people, this makes me think that things are kind of full circle as well. Thousands of people opposing the Vietnam War tried to storm the Pentagon on October 21st in 1967. And look what's happening right now. But you know what I saw in the news today? It's kind of scary. They were saying that people keep giving money to Occupy Wall Street, and who is getting the money? There's like one guy that is supposedly getting all this money, donations.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I heard it on the news this morning, that it's a big hustle. That
What is the funding? It felt like protests are fairly free aside from
and some people are still planning on staying through the winter.
Where, on Wall Street? What do you
It's been a 1 month anniversary. I think a few days ago it's been the 1 month anniversary of Occupy Wall Street. And some people are staying. They're like, we're going to stay out here through the winter. Some are very committed.
Do they get unemployment or something? I mean, what are they doing there? Are they giving their money to this guy? I mean, I'm all for the cause of, everybody lives, eats, drinks, has a good life. I really think this whole thing could just be fixed by someone like the snake George Bush. People in that category, that top 20%, if they would just give 10% of their earnings to everybody else, I think the solution would be solved. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean? It's like they're making such a big deal of something that I think could be solved so simply. What do you?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Not Occupy Wall Street. I don't mean they're making a big deal. I mean just in general.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you take the
liberalism,
if you're a liberal, that's kind of the approach is to kind of have the people kind of help fund and
each
make
other.
the government and make it so that everybody has different social services that they get.
I know, but it's just we're just humans, and humans don't tick that way. It seems. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm happy to be in the branded saloon right now, and that's pretty much the highlight of my life right now. But this is really weird. This guy named Buck Helm was found alive after being buried 4 days in the San Francisco earthquake in 1989. And he was found on October 21st. And I know that earthquake was October 17th because my daughter's birthday is October 17th. And she was born 1 year after that earthquake. And I'm glad he got found after 4 days and not a whole year. But could you imagine being in rubble for 4 days?
I can imagine it, but I don't think I'd want to.
No, but he was okay. So today, in all this crazy stuff. It is Jade Jagger's birthday today. You know who Jade Jagger is?
I know Jade Jagger.
Oh my God, that's Mick and Bianca Jagger's
That's
lovely
amazing.
daughter. It's also Estrella Leach's birthday, which is Donovan's daughter. So it's like a lot of famous people's daughters' birthday today. It's Patty Ann Davis Reagan's birthday, another daughter, the daughter
Nice.
of Ron and Nancy.
Cool.
And then it's some other people's birthday, like Dizzy Gillespie. You know who he is?
Yes.
I hope so. It's Dizzy Gillespie, Peter Graves. You remember who Peter Graves was? Mission Impossible,
Okay.
the white hair guy. I can't believe he was born such a long time ago. He always looked the same. Benjamin Netanyahu. Do you know who that is? He was the prime minister of Israel, and Madonna and him, I think, were hanging out pretty closely for a while too. I know, she's on the page today, boy. That sex book. I haven't seen a copy in a long time, but maybe it's time to go check it out again.
Copy of that,
Yeah, I think she only released a certain amount of books. I think it was a very limited edition, but don't quote me on that. But I have to say, we love having our angels in the room, and the biggest angel we have on this day, October 21st, this is the day that Elliott Smith died. And I want to dedicate this show to him being with us, and it's so cute that it's all decorated for Halloween. So we have Rest in Peace, little skeletons. The whole room is really made out for Elliott Smith today.
I love Elliott Smith.
You know, and this was that day that he took his life. And we will be back with this October 21st Branded Saloon.
Thank you very much.
Yellow, there's nothing else.